Mr. Alecu Dragomir from Orcolia Lux, Mr. Sergiu Petra, manager of grids of networks, of primary energy networks. In a few moments, I hope that we will have with us Mr. Sergiu Chigula from Red North. If he's not in the room, we will wait for him. Next, we have Mr. Iulian Mikhailov, expert in digitalization from energy sector, and Mr. Gheorghe Girjev from BSW Tech. First of all, thank you very much for accepting our invitation, and today we will try to discuss openly, to discuss about the pros and cons, the do's and don'ts of the process, maybe to reach out to some conclusions and to some clarity in terms of the future roadmap. Well, actually, from a regulatory point of view, I believe that we are okay. We have Article 11 from Energy Strategy 2030, which mentions the need to develop these smart grids. The Law 139 defines the notions, the terms of smart equipment and smart grid. Article 7 in this document defines the ways to install these equipment. Welcome, Mr. Sergio, by the way. As we were saying, we do have this regulatory framework, but still there's some barriers.
Thank you, Mr. Dragomir. Orcolia Lux is offering automation solutions, and this is based on Avant solutions and for low and medium converters, switchers. What do you bring to this area? Hello, thank you for this invitation. I would like to express or mention our experience in this field. SCADA is an English term, system control and data acquisition. So we have both control and data acquisition. So this SCADA abbreviation is used at all industry levels. This is not only in the energy sector, it's also in robotics and satellites businesses. So even when satellites are sent to Mars, we are using SCADA because we are controlling what crater they are going to. We have graduated from the technical university, and we have developed industrial automatization at the international level. As a market in Moldova, we don't have industrial robots with SCADA technology, but we have widely implemented 4.0 industry. What does this mean in telemetry? We don't only have remote monetization of factories, but also remote control on robots and machinery. And if we are promoting these European ideas related to the directives, the European market is already saturated. We are implementing it in Moldova. And if needed, we are using the 4.0 certification, which involves mandatory remote control, monitoring of the production, and so on. And we are going further to 5.0, which is the recovery of electricity. How does this take place? How can we get certified in the recovery of electricity? You know that you have a swing in your home and it goes up and down. This is based on inertia. Even if we have a car and we push the brake, the energy goes to the brakes. 5.0 industry means that we recover the energy back to the grid where we took the energy from. We are in this area of industrial automatization, and we promote the recovery of energy. And I had prepared the photo with industrial automatization made in Moldova with industrial robots. This is an industrial robot for cardboard boxes. This is in Italy. We have projects all over the world, in the US, in China, in Germany, and we are implementing industrial automatization at a high scale. This is certified 4.0. There are international integrators, Italian or German, that are not all compliant with this certification. And by digitalizing the remote control and monitoring system, we are bringing 4.0 from the European Committee, and they are compensating a certain percentage if we digitalize the production line. This is a benefit for the factory. So we need to take in this idea. And when you are asking what technologies are you bringing through these SCADA systems and industrial automatization, remote control, monitoring, and 5.0 recovery of electricity. And the actors in the energy market need to bring it back. This is what's related to industrial automatization and SCADA. You mentioned several countries, inclusively European countries. Do you have projects in Moldova? SCADA systems in the energy field are being implemented in Moldova. This is being implemented in renewable energy, wind energy, and photovoltaic system. These windmill parks, these generators, should be monitored and controlled remotely by system operators like Premier Energy, Red Nord. I have 3 players on the market. So we are supplying a service that was taken from the industry of robots. And we are offering this service ready-made parks with SCADA systems. So, so that the others understand what is the difference between LoraWan and PLC, we will go to the other members. Mr. Dragomir, the implementation of smart meters in a wide range and in different locations involves technical challenges. Ensuring communication between the meters and central data systems and the security of data are technical obstacles. How can we overcome this from your point of view? Because you were also part of that discussion. I will start by describing the projects that we have already implemented. And I will ask you to display the presentation so that it's more clear. We are focused on demand, on the issues. As we say in the school, first we have the task, and then we are trying to solve this task. We had different challenges, and this is why we approached all possibilities from technical and economical points of view. And here we have a brief description. What type of telemetry can we have? How can we transmit data? So this can be through a radio or through electricity lines. Well, this is also fiber wires, but this is something different. And the radio can be divided in GSM. We know the mobile phones. The advantage is that we have national coverage. We have 3 or 4 operators. The second is wireless MPAS. This is regulated in the European directive. This is dedicated for remote meter reading. This means 300 meters. We also have drive-by and walk-by, whether you have the reader in your packet or you are in the car and this reads the data. We need staff, transportation, salaries, and so on. And we are going to the next technology, LoraWan. It's not just a LoRa. We have Sigfox, probably NB-IoT. But this is a new technology that is using an unlicensed connection of 868 megahertz, and the distance is 15 kilometers from the reader. So in this case, we have an antenna and a Wi-Fi, as we all have in our offices, but we have the LoRaWAN protocol, just like Wi-Fi. This is for data exchange. So these are the players on the wireless market. If you are discussing about wired transmission, as Ruslan mentioned, we have electricity lines, a PLC model. We also have this in our kitchen, for example. This has a limitation from the point of view of the electricity grid. There could be connections, so there could not be connections. So it depends on the electricity lines. We are mostly focused on the wireless area, LoRa or Sigfox. There are different players on the market. Sigfox is licensed, it has a subscription, and LoRaWan is free of charge. If we are focused on LoRaWan, we have 15 kilometers the distance for reading, and we have implemented some projects. And I will show you briefly what can we do and how can this remote reading be done. Not just for the electricity meter, but also for water, gas meters, and for heating, and for green energy. Well, for the energy sources, the energy meter has infinite sources. We can send information from morning till evening. But what about the water meters? We need a battery. We have an issue in terms of source of the energy. For the metering, yes, we have. For the electricity, we have infinite access to energy, but for the others, that's not the case. So, from my point of view, we want to have this thing unified at the national level. All the indicators for water, for electricity, to have this unified in a single database. Why do we want this? Because the operator, for example, Mold Electrica or Premier Energy, they have their own reading soft. But well, softs are since we've started to work in this field, since Union Fenosa was created, for example. Now we have Premier Energy, but still, the softs are basically how they are. Maybe they are not compatible with the new technologies, or they might be changed, updated, but maybe we won't have a new soft developing this support, or Mr. Georgi or some others would give support in terms of developing a new servers to store all the data. So to have it compatible with all the softs and all these elements to be integrated on a single platform. Here we can see the smart metering through the radio GSM channel for
using the national operators. I don't know if you can see very well, but we've had a project focused on the green energy, so wind energy and photovoltaic energy. So we are monitoring the energy meters remotely and we read the parameters that we need. But we focus on the GSM technology. Next, LoraWan technology, a different project. Yes, it's smart metering for electricity. Again, we have single phase meters, and this project was implemented even in the campus of the technical university we have here and in Botanica neighborhood in Chisinau. Yes, we have, it's a successful project. We have single phase meters in every room, and this reading is done every hour. Well, with the phones, maybe we have the issues. We have different altitudes, different regions where we can read or cannot. But we focus and we bring the network to the situation when it works and it gives us the results. Next, we have projects with water meters. We have projects that focus on 1,000 or 200 meters, and again, this ensures 100% reading. That's what has been implemented in Moldova, and now the most recent project is with the metering of the gas network in Moldova Gas. We have several branches, several subdivisions, and we do this per subdivision, and they purchase the meters. How they know? But again, we have these electronic products, and we can do this according to Made in Moldova technology. So we need to have smart metering according to the standards made in Moldova. Well, the answer to your question, how do we see the challenges in terms of cybersecurity and others? Yes, this can be solved. We have specialists with certificates in terms of security, advanced security systems. So we shall not invent the wheel, but just to be very careful, very attentive in this sense. From our point of view, with the experience in project implementation, but if you ask, are we ready? Yes, I tell you, we are ready, but this should be done, for example, via the university. If you ask the automatic department, what is SCADA? Do they know this or not? What is smart metering, cybersecurity, and so on and so forth? Well, we have the faculty that might know this concept, but we need to have projects or case studies in order for them to get more familiarized with this field, not to work privately in silo with our own forces. We need to join the forces. So from our point of view, we are ready to implement the smart metering. Well, of course, having our own point of view, our own position, which we're ready to share. Thank you very much. But if we talk about Socrates, whilst in one of his trial, where two participants were present and every participant had their own point of view, he said, "You are both right.